Okay, so what we're going to have a try at today is we're going to have a try at value drawing and mark making, but we need to start in a way that we need to just refresh our memory or begin to have an experiment and a try with how we use a pencil to its greatest extent, where we can get it to do all of the things we want it to do, where we can end up with a drawing that looks a little bit like this, where we've explored the darkest areas, the lightest areas with shading. We've used mark making to notice the different values of dark and light, and that's really what value is all about, the dark and the light. Well, we're all going to use just a 2B pencil. Don't need any more. I can achieve all of that with a 2B pencil, so let's give it a go. First thing I want you to do, just grab your pencil and we're just going to do some doodle lines really. Let's just do some doodling. But this time I want you to apply very little pressure. So we're going to start out almost whispering at the page, just letting the pencil doodle around wherever you want it to go. And as you go, you're then going to increase the pressure. Okay, so we're increasing the pressure as we go, doodling and doodling, and then I'm starting to put even more pressure on it. We all love a little doodle. Lots of pressure, then release the pressure, make it less, 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 until you're again just whispering at the page. You will notice quite quickly that you've got these very, very faint lines here. Then they get slightly darker, and as you increase the pressure, you pressed harder, it got much, much darker. We can do that with little marks as well. Let's have a little think about making some little marks. So I can use my pencil and press with great pressure, as much as I can get, maybe just into here. I can then actually release that pressure, even just with my pencil, and slowly get these little marks here that are very pale and very light, slowly decreasing in pressure. I can do it with other shaped marks. Obviously, I can go from very, very light here. I can increase the pressure, and then I can really, really make that pressure quite dark. Have a little go at that. Okay, so you're just changing the pressure, you're not doing anything else. And that actually is the one thing that is going to make the biggest difference to your drawing, altering the pressure. All of those marks can be made just with this 2B pencil. We're going to have a little go at some shading. So you might at this point want to turn your paper to the side. We're going to try and do a little gradient. And I'm just going to show you how you might hold your pencil a little bit differently to do this. So placing the pencil down using either your right hand or your left hand, depending if you're right or left-handed. You're going to put your index finger onto the top of the pencil, and you're going to use these other fingers and you're going to grab the pencil at the side so that it kind of sits very awkwardly, and it will feel awkward to start with here in your hand. I'll do that one more time. There's your pencil, take your index finger, push it down so it comes off the surface of the paper, and then you're going to grab it with your fingers. What you're then going to do is I'm going to pick a little area. So let's go with this little area here in my doodle, and I'm going to start very lightly. You're not holding the pencil up like this or on its side like that. You're trying to keep it as flat to the page as you can. Let's give this a try. So I'm very lightly going to start shading. What you'll notice immediately is that I am not colouring in. I am not colouring in anywhere. I'm not scribbling, I'm not going from side to side. I think you'll notice that I'm using little circular movements. And as I go, I'm not staying in the same place for very long, and I'm just increasing the pressure all of the time. So keep increasing that pressure as I come down and making it darker and darker. I am not staying in the same place for very long, because that way you'll see pencil marks. And slowly, 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 I'm now making it much darker. Oh, I've got about as much pressure as I can get on there, and I'm now going to start releasing it again. So it's gone dark in the middle. You'll notice I'm using this finger as a guide. You might find that helpful, stops it going where you don't want it to go. That's personal choice. I'm now starting to release the pressure. Release, 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 working in light, small areas at a time, nothing dark. So what you'll notice has happened is that I've gone from light to medium to dark to mid to light again. Very, very simple to do. If I did it holding it normally, this is how it would go. So I'd start what I thought was light, and then I'd put some pressure up, but instantly, you know, I've got scribble lines. I can see all of that. Yeah? And there is a place for this in some drawing, but what we're looking for here is this smooth movement of tone from light to dark and back to light.